Now let us go to problems. The first we are going to a problem which is where the preference shares are redeemed at par. This is a problem we are going to discuss which is redeemed at par. There are two options I said already. It can be redeemed at par or it can be redeemed at premium but cannot be redeemed at discount. So first we are going to learn when preference shares are redeemed at par. Problem: Ashwini Limited has the following preference shares: A. 4006% preference shares of 100 each fully paid, and B. 1007% preference shares of 100 each 90 paid up. The company decided to redeem both of its preference shares at par. For the purpose, it made a fresh issue of 4000 equity shares of 100 each at 10% premium. The company has sufficient profit. Pass the journal entries. Normally, in case of redemption of preference shares, journal entries are asked. Sometimes along with journal entries, ledger accounts also asked, and the redrafted balance sheet means after redemption what is the status of the balance sheet, that also will be asked. In this problem there are two varieties of preference shares. One is fully paid up. One group of preference share is fully paid. Another set of preference shares are partly paid. That means out of 100, 90 paid. So now, as I have already said in the legal provisions, first we have to convert the partly paid of preference shares into fully paid. That is second category of preference shares, that is B, 1007% preference shares of 100 each, 90 paid up. So in that how much is unpaid? 10 rupees. 10 rupees per share is unpaid. So let us make call on that and collect that unpaid amount. So for that the journal entry, we have to open journal entries column. The column consists of 5 columns. First column is date or number. Second column is particular, then ledger folio, then debit and credit. So now the first entry for making call and collecting money on that partly paid up shares, that is bank account. Money comes in when we make call, so bank account debtor to 7% preference share capital account. What are the amount? We are going to call only 10 rupees because 90 is already paid. So 10 into number of shares, 1000. 10 into 1000 comes to 10,000. 10,000 is in debit column and 10,000 credit column, being the preference shares to the extent called up and received. Otherwise, we can write two entries, one for making call, another one for receiving amount on call. But to make it short, we can make one entry from those two, that is bank account debtor to 7% preference share capital account. Now, both the class of preference shares are fully paid. First one is already fully paid. Second, now we made a call on that and that also has become fully paid. Now we'll write an entry for fresh issue. How many shares are made? How many shares of fresh issue of equity shares made? 4,000. 4,000 shares of 100 each. So again we are getting money. That is why bank account debtor to equity share capital, that is 4,000 into 1,000, and it is issued at a premium. So premium is 10%. So 10% on whatever amount of the face value of total share capital is 4 lakh. 4 lakh into 10% equal to 40,000. So together it is 4,40,000. That is what the amount we have collected by issue of fresh equity shares. That is why being the amount received on 4,000 equity shares at 10% premium. Third entry. Third entry, what you have to do? Now you have to check how much money we need to pay both the preference shares. First, A category 4,000 into 100. We need, it's at par, so we are redeeming at 100 rupees only. So 4,000 into 100, it comes to 4 lakh. Second one, 1,000 into 100, 1 lakh. So 4 lakh face value of first preference shares, total share capital. Second one, 1,000 into 100, that comes to 1 lakh. So 4 lakh plus 1 lakh, together we need 5 lakhs, right? 5 lakhs rupees we need to repay the preference shares. But by issue of fresh equity shares, we are getting only 4 lakh. Premium amount we can't utilize for payment of redemption. That premium amount we can use only for the payment of premium on redemption. Otherwise we can't utilize it. So now by issue fresh shares, we are getting only 4 lakh. Actually we need 5 lakh. 4 lakh plus 1 lakh, we need 5 lakhs. But we have only 4 lakhs. So how many more we need? 1 lakh. So that 1 lakh we should transfer from profit. They have given a sentence, the company has sufficient profit. So we can take 1 lakh rupees which we need for the redemption from our profit and loss account. So first we have to transfer that 1 lakh rupees from our profit and loss account to capital redemption reserve. So profit and loss account debtor to capital redemption reserve 1 lakh rupees. It is the transfer of the divisible profit from profit and loss account to capital redemption reserve. Okay, now all the arrangements over. Now we write steps for repayment of preference shares. So we have to repay now. The repayment, first we have to arrange that we should write an entry for due. What is the amount due to preference shareholders, that we have to write. So the first class is 6% preference shares. So 6% preference share capital account. Second class is 7% preference share capital account. That is, first one is 4,000 into 100, second one is 1,000 into 100. So 4 lakh is the first class of preference share, 1 lakh is the second class of preference shares. So together we have to pay 5 lakhs. So this much we have to pay to preference shareholders. So to preference shareholders account 5 lakh. So together we have to pay 5 lakhs to two classes of preference shares. One is 6% preference share capital and the one is 7% preference share capital. So together we have to pay 5 lakhs to them, being the amount due to preference shareholders. Now last final entry. Final entry is whatever amount we have arranged due, that should be paid. So preference shareholders account debit, what we have written in the previous entry as credit, now we have to write it debit. So preference shareholders account debtor to bank account. That means the total 5 lakh rupees is paid to preference shareholders at the time of redemption, being the amount paid to preference shareholders. That is 5 lakh. Always remember, in redemption of preference shares, while writing journal entries, last two entries are always same. That is the amount due to preference shareholders, that is a due entry. Last is a payment entry. These two entries should come at the end. Other entries, there is no order. You can write other entries are arrangement entries, making arrangement to get the amount of nominal value of the preference share capital and its premium, if any. If the preference shares are redeemed at premium, then you need that premium amount also. That also you have to arrange from the securities premium or divisible profit, however the status of the, depending upon the status of the problem. So all these arrangement entries will be written first, then finally last these two entries are written, that is due entry and payment entry. This is the first problem.